Lassiter Factor.
What's up, all my movie-loving maniacs? This is your boy Bankful B of the Lassiter Factor, and today I'm going to talk about Final Destination Bloodlines, which was released in theaters over the weekend, so let's review. Final Destination Bloodlines is the sixth film in the Final Destination franchise, in which we follow this family in which death is coming for due to the grandmother of this family. She cheated death decades before. Death is back to finish the job and kill her family's bloodline because they weren't supposed to exist in the first place. Now, I did not go back and watch the previous films, mainly because among all the other stuff I'm watching and rewatch right now, I just don't have the time. But to sum up my overall thoughts within this franchise, the first one is an early 2000s classic and the best within the franchise. The second one is my favorite and the reason why an entire generation of people, myself included, is afraid to drive behind log trucks. Destination 3, my least favorite within the franchise. Take the Final Destination or Final Destination 4, I think is a lot more enjoyable than more people give it credit for, but at the same time, it's still not the best within the franchise. Final Destination 5, I do enjoy, but I think it only gets by because of the twist of this being a prequel to the first movie the whole time. And now here we are 14 years later since Final Destination 5, which came out in 2011, and we have a sixth movie, which I am excited about, but at the same time, I wasn't too excited about, mainly because to me, Final Destination is one of the few horror franchises that horror hasn't ran into the ground with endless sequels. And I'm not saying 5 isn't a high number, but still. I feel about this movie, I had a lot of fun with this one. I really did. What I like about this film and how it separates itself from some of the other films and how it deals with the theme of generational trauma, because like I said, it has the grandmother of the family in which she cheated death in this incident involving a sky view decades ago, and now she has created a family that wasn't supposed to exist, and now death is coming for her and the rest of her family. To me, that is a premise that I felt was new and inventive for this franchise. The Skyview sequence itself is one of my favorite openings within this franchise and one of my favorite openings to a movie this year. Because as someone that's not afraid of heights but respects heights, that entire sequence definitely gave me anxiety just watching it. This is not a Final Destination film without any kills that range from either gruesome, unintentionally funny, or just downright horrible. And this movie definitely has plenty of those. Has a couple of misdirects in this film where you think one person is about to get killed, but then it turns out it's another. You get one of those in this movie that totally caught me off guard, and once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Performances within this film, I mean, they're all pretty typical for a Final Destination film. I mean, all the actors, they did a serviceable job within this film, but all they really have to do was just, act concerned, act scared, and really be concerned for their life that death is coming for them. Of course, the biggest standout in terms of performances to me is Tony Todd, who did sadly pass away last year, and knowing that this was his final performance and they kind of weave that into the plot of this movie, which I ain't gonna lie, I did not expect to get emotional in a Final Destination film, just watching him and seeing how sick he looks in this film and knowing he is no longer with us and how they weave that into the plot. Like, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. Just felt it was a great way to pay tribute to this man and pay tribute to this character that he's been playing for over 30 years. To pay tribute to this man's life. Really enjoyed this movie. It is easily one of my favorite horror movies of the year, and it's easily one of the best Final Destination films. I give Final Destination Bloodlines the thumbs up emoji. That's it for the day. Have you seen Final Destination Bloodlines? If so, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And also let me know, where do you rank this film with the other Final Destination films? For me, my objective list is 1, 2, 6, 5, 3, and 2. No, 4, I mean. And my personal ranking is 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3. Boy Bankful B of the Lassiter Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands, peace.